Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent.
And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle.
Makes the grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are on the move. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown LSU. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's moved. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
He'll do it himself. Creates a little room. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. The give on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run play action. Looking for a big gain. Looking for the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats.
1
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. LSU right back to the line. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Got his man on the right. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Breeze.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Browning. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a...
Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the back. On the move at the 30. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to South Carolina.
Oh, they're after him.
We'll keep an eye on things.
He's got it down the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle.
He's got it. 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. LSU quick to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They get to the line quickly. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. With the catch, it's Breeze. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Got it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, the running back has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. to the air on first down. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Harvin. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He wants to throw it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's smooth. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Georgia lining up to fire it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Rides to back and leaves it. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Breeze. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Wants to fire on second down. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the ranking. He lofts one down the sideline. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are following that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Looking to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it throw, and he's able to knock it down with incompletion.
He wants to change this route. Just keeps swinging it. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback moving. And that one is picked up in the end zone. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Browning. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that play is is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Third down play from the gun. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team